Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you today.
But first, a new word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, here to tell you about Rocket Money and something I just did yesterday. So I went and I did the research and I realized I could be saving a lot more than that, $119. Rocket Money keeps you in control of all of your finances.
Yeah, I just got a Happy New Year's from Spectrum Internet, who raised my my cable and my internet bill. So I canceled on them, and I was able to do so because of Rocket Money.
Good. Well, I don't have as many subscriptions as you do.
He doesn't pay for anything.
It does remind me of my bills that are upcoming and keeps me organized. I like that.
Then that random massage place that showed up has been canceled. That was December. What? Who did this? Guys, seriously, Rocket Money keeps you on top of your finances. You can budget. You can, and it's free. Here's the great thing: is that it's free to download, free to try, and there are some premium features that let you upgrade and do even more things. But it has been so helpful for me, guys. So check it out. RocketMoney.com/AngryJoeShow to start yours today. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Check it out.
Guys, get Rocket Money right now. It's absolutely free to test some stuff out, and it's totally worth doing.
Yeah, guys. I've got done and edited the top 10 best movies and almost finished with the top 10 worst movies.
These are bad.
We sat down, we watched them all. We've actually increased the list sizes to top 20. So top 20 best movies will be out later today, and then top 20 worst movies will be out in like a day or two. So stay tuned for those additional top 10 lists that are on their way. And yeah, so that's AJS News. Alex, what the hell is happening in gaming news?
Oh, tons and tons of stuff. Meta, they really surprised me here. They have published an earnings report for the 3 months, and $1 billion in revenue from MetaQuest hardware. And so a lot of people picked it up. So that brings up the grand total to negative $5 billion in that period of time.
You got me. I was like, what? What have they been doing? I was like, okay, something's working out. Okay.
No.
You got me.
Yeah. So that's the 12-month total is now negative $17 billion.
Nice.
Which is up from the last year's negative $16 billion.
Okay.
So you guys need to get in the metaverse.
Just burning money.
I hear they have legs now.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I don't follow. I don't even own a MetaQuest. So.
But we still have to play that alien game.
Yeah, we have the
soon.
MetaQuest 3S, which I found was impressive for its price. I do desire the pancake lenses so that I don't have to see the circles, but I wasn't willing to spend that much more in VR, though I think if you're going to do it, then you might as well do it for aliens. But now I'm like, man, I'll just wait for MetaQuest 4 or 5, not MetaQuest 3, so that, by then maybe I could be okay.
The games just need to be good, because if the games aren't good, I don't think it's worth picking up. And
yeah, it's the games as well. But I am
Batman
happy.
was good.
Yeah,
it was Batman, and
Batman's
then I forgot what the other one was. But yeah, it's a lot of fun for a couple hours with
we have a lot of fun with it. It's just an acquired taste. This is for me, VR is never going to replace traditional gaming. It's just it's more hassle, at least right now. I mean, it's going to get better and better with technology as technology upgrades. I will always be fascinated with VR technology. I just like it. But as far as recommending it to others,
wait for
as long as the price is low, right? Yeah.
Another scummy Meta news. It turns out court documents have shown that Meta torrented terabytes worth of pirated books and information on the internet to train their AI models.
Oh, that's cool.
Employees were emailing each other like, man, it feels wrong to torrent all this stuff. Yeah, they pretty much just went online. I mean, these are not them buying books. These are not open source things. This is them illegally downloading a bunch of things, as people do, to train their AI.
It's like a multi-billion-dollar corporation acting
get away
like
with it,
somebody on their computer downloading off a Napster.
You wouldn't download a car, Joe.
Can't do that.
Well,
I would. A 3D
You're
print
telling
that
us
shit
we
right
can't.
now.
You're telling us we can't do that,
But
and you are
you
over
can.
here and you're doing it.
Do as
Get
I
out
say,
of here.
not as I do.
Get the fuck out of here.
So it's over 80 terabytes of text, which is a fucking lot. If you're talking about just text files, and so it's absurd. We've been talking about this a long time. That when your AI is, it's like, oh, our AI made a horror novel. It's like, did it, or did it just really average all of the horror novels written in the last 100 years together to come up with like common themes? You're not actually writing or creating anything. It's just rearranging things that you stole. And they're like, yeah, that one.
So season 3 of Rings of Power is going to be AI written. 'Cause they
I
have
think
the
it
books.
already is.
I don't think it's hard confirmed
It's
yet.
going to get worse.
Yeah, still haven't been confirmed. That's crazy. The
Yeah.
multi-billion-dollar show has still not been confirmed for season 3. We think it's coming.
We think it's coming.
More than likely, but yeah.
But we have to figure out what happens
Embarrassing.
with Grandalf.
Embarrassing.
Randolph, yeah. Yeah, he fell off a cliff and he's fine. Or, no, that was the other lady. Whatever.
Yes.
Bad news from Sony. Sony had a major outage this weekend, and their whole PSN
Oh,
was
yeah,
down.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
As a PC user, I was not affected at all.
Unless you're a PC user that's been telling people
Oh,
that
shit.
having to sign into the PlayStation Network to play
Right.
your games is a really bad thing.
That's a real bad
and
idea.
it's completely unnecessary, and this is kind of the reason why.
There you
a
go.
lot of people wanted to play Monster Hunter Wilds. They had an open beta
There's an
this weekend.
open beta test, yeah.
And it was unplayable because you couldn't get in there if you were playing on PlayStation. They are going to extend that beta, so if you didn't get an opportunity, you can check that one out.
Yeah, they're even extending it on PC. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll get a chance to look at
I
it.
think for Helldivers 2, you're supposed to log in if you could
Yeah,
and get some new stuff. But
yeah. It's just another.
What was the outage reason? Did they give a reason for the outage?
They haven't said what the reason was.
Weird.
I think the
Hacked.
last time was data breach,
Yeah.
and this time, but they haven't announced yet. So I'm sure we're going to get some information,
At some point.
especially
We'll follow up when
because they
do.
have to tell you if your data has been compromised.
Right.
But screw them. I don't
I
want
hate
to.
it. I hate signing in for some bullshit like that. It's like, no.
That's why I don't have a PSN. I don't. Take Two, Newsome Take Two. People were constantly saying for some reason, oh, GTA is going to get delayed. And everything that I'm reading from like legitimate sources, this isn't their financial reports. Like, nope, we're going to actually have a super strong Q3 in 2025. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So it's looking like we are right on track for GTA coming out at the end of this year.
Huge game.
Yeah, because even Battlefield is like moving their release date. They normally are releasing around the time that they figured out that Grand Theft Auto was coming out. So they're like, maybe we'll just move into next year.
Yeah, give themselves more time because they that series definitely needs a little bit more polish. But you don't want to be within
anywhere
a
near.
month of GTA, maybe
No.
2 months of GTA. So it's looking like it's still coming out this year. If anything changes, we'll definitely let you know. I'm sure it's on everyone's anticipated lists.
Oh, for sure.
WB Gaming is on fire. Everything over there sucks. Let's talk about it. Wonder Woman.
I fucking hate it.
Wonder Woman is a game that was being made by Monolith, and apparently there's all sorts of issues with this game. They wanted to retool the studio's Nemesis system. Where if an enemy kills you, it laughs at you. and
Yeah,
then
you knew
come
the
back.
badass system that they're not allowing anybody else to use, or they'll probably sue you.
Yeah, they wanted to.
They fucked it up.
Yeah, they wanted to orient it around friendship, and apparently it didn't ring the same.
It is a friendship system now. Okay. I think you're lying.
It says right here.
It just sounds
This
like
sounds
shit.
weird. What kind of game is this?
But hey, that's what I thought when we heard about, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League and all the shit in that game. We thought you were lying. The ending of the game, we thought the developers were lying.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
don't know what
it's
the
just
fuck
filled with
happened to
bad
that.
ideas, and I think I heard that they've already spent like $100 million.
$100 million, yeah.
And they're already having to like reboot everything
They
and kind
have.
of rework.
Yeah, this is all according to Bloomberg, and so Bloomberg said, into one oriented around friendship. So that's according to Bloomberg. That spent $100 million, and according to Bloomberg again, it's still possible the game might not ever ship because they're having so many problems with it. I imagine they're going to figure it out and release something.
Oh my god!
But that's not good.
WB's not in a good place right now.
No.
Not even Superman.
No.
Did you hear about the movie that's coming out July 18th?
What?
It's gonna be an
Another
amazing
movie, Joe,
movie.
to compete against Superman? What the fuck? What movie?
It's the blue guy. You know, the blue guys. The Blue Man Group.
Tick?
No, we
The
got
Blue Man-
Smurfs. So we have Jurassic Park, Fantastic Four, and we got
And
the Smurfs coming out in July.
fucking just curve stomping
I don't know
Superman.
which movie to go see.
Why is everybody ganging up on Superman?
If
This
Superman
is fucking
loses
stupid.
to the Smurfs, you just have to not like him
I'm
anymore.
not. I'll give up. I was actually really pissed off at the fucking Super Bowl. We went to the Super Bowl, and I made Angel go look over to the Puppy Bowl because remember, WB is apparently broken, pathetic. They don't have enough money for a fucking Super Bowl commercial. Marvel did for Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And Superman couldn't fucking put a commercial. And so we look at the Puppy Bowl to see the Superman, special Superman preview. It was the same fucking trailer. Cut down. It was a shorter trailer of the same footage that we already saw. What
At the
fuck?
Puppy Bowl.
At the Puppy Bowl. Talk about, there was a new little banner at the bottom where Crypto was flying, and they had a Crypto poster where you get to see him a little bit better, but we've already seen him. And then they released Guy Gardner, and he said, the only bowl I need is this bowl, the bowl cut. And he's like, he's doing goofy stuff. And I get it, but nobody else gets it. So the marketing person, the marketing manager at Superman,
Especially
they just
for the
look at
puppy.
Guy Gardner and I'm like, that is the stupidest looking man I've ever seen.
Especially
I'm
for
not
that
seeing that
market
movie.
right
And I'm
there.
like, that is the stupidest man I've ever seen. I'm going to see that movie because that's how Guy Gardner is in the comics. But nobody can, your average moviegoer is like, what the fuck? So I just think marketing is so bad for Superman. And then you have all these four other films trying to three other films trying to curb stomp Superman. We're in real trouble. I'm lowering my box
not in
office
trouble.
predictions. At one point I was at 750 million. Now I'm like 600 million at best. And
I think honestly the biggest hit will probably be Jurassic Park because that's gonna be like 4th of July weekend.
God,
and
I
stuff.
hope not. I hope the Jurassic Park is just out of fucking steam. But I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong because
Even
each
the
of
bad
those
ones make
three,
money.
each of the three bad ones made $1 billion. Each of them.
Did they all make $1 billion?
Yes.
$1 billion?
Yes.
Wow.
That's so fucking that pisses me off. So some people are saying the worst case scenario for this one is like 800 million or something. And I'm
Worst
like,
case?
"Damn, worst case, I'll take that as Superman. If Superman made 800 million, that is the greatest Superman of all time. Like my optimistic projections were at 750 million, and I don't think we're hitting that anymore. I think Superman is getting
There's
stomped
honestly a lot for this.
unless they save that whole Super Bowl budget and they said, you know what, we will spend that Super Bowl budget, but we're going to spend it on our terms and we're going to have 3 times more marketing push than if we would have had a 30-second commercial. And I'm like, you know what, I will applaud that. So we still have a small hope that they're going to do a big push later.
2 letters, WB.
I know, W-fucking-B.
Well, the WB news isn't over yet because they're focusing on their real moneymaker,
His real plan.
Batman.
Here's the real plan.
Rocksteady's,
We're going to go back to Batman, the only thing that we know makes money.
Yeah, Rocksteady's is moving forward with development on their Batman game. And then the...
I don't want it! I'm gonna fucking go! What?
We're never gonna get a Superman one. We're not. We're not.
Fuck!
It's your fault. Don't spill your drink. It's red. It's red.
You got me
was
this.
my fault.
Why did you give me a straw?
They didn't give me a straw at the place. Because you're bringing up this news about a good game.
I am gonna spill. I was worried about that, and I didn't think you'd piss me off. But you pissed me off by bringing up the Superman thing, Joe. Please. Everyone go see Superman. I'm
Only
going to have
this
to do an Angry Army mission for all of my Angry Army subscribers.
In what order do we watch
We
them?
can save Superman. Save Superman.
In what order? Just Jurassic Park?
The order is Superman,
Smurfs?
Superman, Superman, and Superman. That's the fucking order, Joe.
Well, WB Games Montreal, which is the sad studio that they've got, who made Gotham Knights, They at one point were just going to make a quick 1.5 version of Gotham Knights, but remember Gotham Knights sucked start to finish.
It didn't even have Batman in it.
And so they're not even working on that anymore. Fuck Batman. But they're not working on it anymore. And so they're going to be supporting other WB projects. And then, of course, Avalanche is working on Hogwarts Legacy 2. But some problems over there, but I had no idea how bad the situation with Wonder Woman was. But it's looking pretty poor. And it's a shame because that Nemesis system is something that I do want to see in gaming. Yeah. And it's like, why can't just like license it out to people or something? Because it's fun and I enjoy it. But one based on friendship sounds fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to be your friend.
Just like in board games, you can't copyright a board game idea. Just fucking do it, and you'll be fine. You just make it slightly different, and it'll be all right.
EA said something interesting this week. Let me read to you what he said. Andrew Wilson said, Q3 was not the financial performance we wanted or expected. We know as a leader in global entertainment, great titles, even when built and delivered with polished execution, can sometimes miss our financial expectations. In order to break beyond the core audience, games need to directly connect the evolving demands of players who increasingly seek shared world features and deeper engagement alongside high-quality narratives in this beloved category. Dragon Age had a high-quality launch and was well-reviewed by critics and those who played.
No, it wasn't. We did not well-regard it.
No.
And the shills well-regarded it.
A lot of people didn't.
But according to Andrew Wilson, the reason that you didn't like it is because you seek shared world features, live service features. That's why it failed. Hold your drink.
We just need to have a drink here to keep him calm. You just don't get it, Joe. It's what you crave.
The lesson they took. You're telling me the lesson they fucking took from failing in Dragon Age is that it wasn't live service enough.
That's correct.
You're joking.
No, that's what he said.
In the same year that all the live service games are failing, burning, carcasses,
I'm not wrong.
trash and garbage, EA says we need more of that. That's what the gamers want. The economy of gamers and these beloved genres, whatever his EA speak is. God, I hate EA.
Now, to be, well, I don't even want to say fair. The reason that Dragon Age did fail was almost certainly because of the live service elements that they originally tried to shove in the game. Dragon Age started out...
It's funny. They're like, no, but it needed live service elements. It would have been better. But it's like, but it failed because of the live service elements. And they're like, what are you talking about? It didn't have live service elements.
It started out as a live service game. It started out as a single-player game for the first year, and then they're like, hey, we need you to completely redo this and think that Dragon Age is going to be a live service game. Yeah. They made it live service for years. I think it's 4 or 5 years
what gamers want.
of the development cycle was to make it a live service game. And then at the very last minute, they're like, oh, my God, make it a single-player game again, and we have to... And it's like, well...
We have to push it out, so use everything.
So BioWare really didn't have a fair shake at developing a full... Dragon Age game because they kind of made 2 separate games, and the people didn't want the live service garbage either. So, Andrew Wilson, again...
Well, he's wrong.
Yeah. Andrew Wilson is not a stupid man. He's just a man who's trying to placate his investors who are really mad at him because they're not making as much money. FIFA, the change from FIFA to EA Sports FC did not go over the way that they wanted it to. People are breathing down their necks about loot boxes. Battlefield's not in a good spot. BioWare's not in a good spot. Like
I don't think Madden did that much either, right? They
no.
make a lot for mode.
American football did amazing for them because of college, the college football game. But that really propped them up, and without that, they would have been in a lot of trouble. So he's just trying to say whatever he can to get people to be confident. But if you have your eyes open and have seen what they're putting out, I don't see how you can be excited about any of the stuff they've got coming up. Apex is not doing well. They said that, well, maybe they're like, hey, Apex 2. He's like, we're not going to do Apex 2. Maybe we'll do bigger patches later, but we're just going to be happy making significantly less money with less player engagement and less player spending. So I don't know. It looks like it's a sinking-ish ship, but I don't know. Maybe in that analogy, EA is actually the rat. So, all right. Tell me what you got.
This is Superman, and the EA learning the wrong lessons, and then the no Superman game,
No Superman.
and then we're gonna go have another Batman Rocksteady game. Oh
Another
man,
one.
I can't even remember what I'm
Okay.
fucking
Okay.
gonna talk about.
Space Marine.
Space Marine. Hey, one good thing. Hey, you know Warhammer 40,000, which I like. So Space Marine's latest update is I think it's like 6.0, something like that. It's got some cool stuff in it, and it's free. So go check it out now. You got a new battle barge. Tech priests collect and store intel on many enemies. We got a new enemy. You got the Biovore. That's that big spider with the big cannon on its back, which we recently played on Jay. Me and Jay played the new Imperial Guard, the Death Corps of Krieg versus the Tyranids. He used one of the Biovores, so you can now play against it in video game form. Pretty cool in co-op. And there's a new PvP map. There's some extensive reworks, balancing reworks, a new final difficulty for the game named Absolute difficulty, and new map, one of them called Tomb, and yeah, so it's continuing to add to the game. I always like when games add some free content and stuff. So Space Marine 2, I'll give you a good story there. Here's another story. Paradox is the new owner of Jagged Alliance 3 and Surviving Mars developer Jaime Games.
That's another great one. I've actually been playing that one again recently.
Which one?
Jagged Alliance 3?
Yeah. We liked it a lot. We had a
fun.
lot of fun with it. I wish we would have been able to get a review out for it, but I think we have a video up on the channel. Hopefully we have a funny video. If not, I'll look at my VODs and see if I can throw one up. But, so we thought it was well handled, the best Jagged Alliance in a long time. So they said, we're delighted to become a part of the Paradox family, said Gabriel Dobrev, founder. The cultural fit between our companies is remarkable. We already feel at home. The partnership empowers us to push the boundaries of our games, delivering deeper and more intense experiences. It also opens up new horizons for our team, technology, creative process. We are eager to explore. Expect some amazing new games from us. Now, whether that's Jagged Alliance 4 or Surviving Mars 2 or something wholly original, I don't know. But I like this company, I like this developer, and I like the publisher of Paradox. So that's good news for Paradox, and I wanted to bring you some good news despite these two assholes giving me bad news.
What?
There's a Superman, Smurfs.
I didn't decide to release Smurfs.
Some
You
people are
called
really
up DreamWorks
Some
or whatever.
people are
and you
excited
said, hey,
about the Smurfs movie. The Smurfs movie has Rihanna and Nick Offerman,
Jesus.
Latasha Leone, Dan Levy, Nick Kroll. There's a bunch of people in
There's a lot
here.
of people in there.
James Corden is in it. I don't think anyone likes. Well, maybe it's 4 people like that guy.
Yeah, well, Superman has Nathan Fillion and
Yeah, he looks stupid.
the one guy that plays Lex Luthor,
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Well, this one's got Kurt Russell and John Goodman.
I like John Goodman.
I like Kurt Russell.
Yeah, he's pretty.
All right. Fuck you guys. I don't know how this is becoming a joke. We're supposed to be supporting Superman here at the Ingrid Joe Show instead of constantly making fun of Superman and making fun of me. I'm getting real pissed. So cut it out.
You hear that? Stop releasing movies in July.
You hear that, Joe? You hear that, Alex?
I didn't release.
Y'all are doing it. You're pushing these negative stories of Superman.
They're not negative stories.
And thus.
There's no such thing as bad press.
There you go.
Bad haircuts in
God, I
Superman
hope
movie.
God, I hope that's true. If that's true, Superman's gonna make $1 billion. No, 600 million. Let's get some predictions from you guys. How much do you think that Superman will end at the box office? I'll let you know. Let's see. Man of Steel was 623.
Yeah, they made 623.
Isn't that weird that I have that memorized?
Yeah.
670 is what it is, but I don't know. Maybe it's adjusted for inflation.
7.
Yeah, 670. But when all said and done,
700.
700. So you think slightly better than Man of Steel?
Everyone's gonna be curious. Like, oh, this is James Gunn DC take. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
I think it's going to do worse than Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which did $845 million.
Yeah, so not 845. Do you think it's going to do worse than Man of Steel or better than Man of Steel?
I would say better.
God, I hope so. So
because it's got multiple
right
characters.
now after the Super Bowl fuck up, after all this lack of marketing,
Super Bowl.
after
It was the
seeing
Puppy
4
Bowl.
different films beating
It
up.
was the Puppy Bowl.
It was the Puppy Bowl. Well, it wasn't at the Super Bowl is what I'm referencing, Joe. After all these other films beating up on Superman, I'm thinking we're at 650, which is lower than Man of Steel.
Well, I was thinking of because it's got more characters in this one, and it's James Gunn, so people will kind of be curious about it.
Okay, well, hopefully that crypto and appealing to the female demographic and a wider audience, trying to bring in kids again. Hopefully they look at it as a Pixar film, more of a, hey, let's go bring as many people as possible.
But the other one is kind of like a Pixar film.
Which one?
Smurfs.
Nice. I don't know how big Smurfs is, Joe. Like, what is
they keep making these
franchise
movies. They keep making
Smurfs?
these movies. I don't know why.
Okay, so the last Smurfs 1 was 2011, Joe. And it made what? Have $1 billion? $563 million
And
for
it made
Smurfs.
what?
And Smurfs 2, $347 million. Okay, so the sequel kind of dropped off there, but they're trying to bring it back. And you got to bring it back right on top of Superman. Why are you laughing so much, Joe?
funny.
Don't you understand it's our favorite character? If the fucking
It
Superman
is.
film fails, what do you think is going to happen?
What can we do though? It's the same thing. Look. I love Superman, but it's pretty hard. I don't love the Cowboys anymore. It's like it's doomed for a while. They're doomed.
When Man of Steel came out, there was nothing else around it.
Yeah.
It had pretty much free reign of all June. There was some stuff further away.
Yeah.
So this is going to be competing much harder than Man of Steel.
That's why I'm
did.
at 650 right now.
Yeah.
I need your prediction, Joe.
I said 700.
Alex?
Below 650.
Below, so 600.
I don't think people
give
love
me 600.
Superman the way
Not anymore.
they
It's
used
out of the
to.
cultural consciousness. It's far more about Batman and vengeance and distrust and this and that. There's not hope and ideals and
You think
color.
it's that?
I think it's.
I truly think it's the power level that is doesn't resonate with people, where it's harder to write things for a guy that.
That is it as well. That
Yeah.
that factors in there.
It's like
as well.
when Batman's facing off with a dude in a gun.
Well, that's why I think it was clever for James Gunn to kind of start it off with, look, Superman got his ass kicked right at the beginning. So I think that's it, and he's addressing it directly. Whether it works or not, we're going to see.
We'll see.
700, 650, 600. Cool.
601.
Shut up, Joe. All right. We'll see you guys on the, wait a minute. Thank you to our sponsors.
It's Superman. Way to go.
If you want to
Alex.
be wise with your money, unlike WB, who lights everything they hold on
That is-
fire.
yes.
And being wise with your money is typically only seeing 1 or 2 movies in July. So focus on the ones that you like, the ones that have been, better recently.
I actually did save hundreds of dollars a month.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with Rocket Money.
I just
especially if it
canceled
be free.
Spectrum Internet because they raised my
Free.
rate. It was actually great. Thanks, Rocket Money.
All right, well, I'll see y'all in part 2. There's a part 2 to this. Video 2. See you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.